France is in chaos. Another prime minister has fallen, and Europe's second-largest economy is sliding deeper into crisis. François Bayrou was supposed to be the steady hand, a veteran centrist, someone Macron hoped could push through painful reforms. But when he unveiled a €44 billion austerity package, scrapping 2 public holidays, freezing welfare and cutting state spending, he lit a political fire. To prove his authority, Bayrou gambled on a confidence vote. Parliament rejected him, and just like that, another French government collapsed. This isn't just another reshuffle. France is stuck in a cycle. Gabriel Attal, Michel Barnier, now François Bayrou, all pushed out in less than 2 years. Macron still sits in the Élysée Palace, but without a majority in Parliament, every prime minister is destined to fail. The timing could hardly be worse. Protests are already planned for the 10th and the 18th of September, and the anger feels like a new wave of yellow vest demonstrations. On the streets, people are furious about austerity. Inside Parliament, the far right, the left, and the centrists are locked in deadlock. France is adrift. But behind the politics is something bigger: the debt trap. France now owes €3.3 trillion, about 114% of its GDP. That's more than Italy or Greece in absolute terms. And unlike those countries, France doesn't even run a budget surplus before interest payments. Its debt isn't being contained. It's growing. The numbers are alarming. In 2024, France spent €59 billion on debt repayments. By 2029, that figure could exceed €100 billion, making interest the single largest line in the budget. Every euro spent on debt is a euro not spent on investment, education, or defense. Markets are noticing. France's bonds used to be a safe alternative to Germany's. Not anymore. Investors now demand higher premiums to lend to Paris than to Spain or even Greece. Fitch may soon downgrade France's credit rating, which would drive costs even higher. For the Eurozone, this is a dramatic shift. France is no longer a stabilizer, it's becoming a risk. So what are Macron's options? He has 3, and none look good. First, he can appoint yet another prime minister. Defense Minister Sébastien Lecornu is often mentioned, but without a majority, he too would fall at the next budget. Second, Macron could dissolve Parliament and call new elections, but polls suggest Marine Le Pen's national rally would gain most, possibly even govern. Some speculate Macron might allow this early, hoping they fail before the 2027 presidential race. It's a risky gamble. The third option, resignation or impeachment, is technically possible, but politically implausible. Macron insists he will stay until 2027. Meanwhile, the opposition is pulling in different directions. Le Pen and her allies demand new elections. The far left calls for both election and Macron's impeachment. The socialists want a new prime minister from their ranks, coupled with a €15 billion tax hike on the ultra-wealthy. But markets are skeptical. They doubt higher taxes can fix a structural deficit. Investors want credible reforms. France, right now, cannot deliver them. And Europe is watching nervously. Germany is preparing massive investments in its economy and defense. Spain and Italy have surprised markets with relative stability. France, once the model, now looks like the problem child. If confidence erodes further, Pressure could one day fall on Europe's partners, from Berlin to The Hague, to support Paris. A French bailout still sounds unthinkable. But a decade ago, so did a Greek bailout. So where does this leave us? France is caught between political paralysis and financial fragility. Macron will likely try to muddle through, appoint another prime minister, and hope protests don't spiral. But nothing here restores stability. The debt keeps growing, markets keep doubting, and Europe keeps worrying. And that's the bigger story. When France falters, the whole Eurozone trembles. If you found this analysis useful, give the video a like, subscribe to the channel, and visit westernrelations.com for more in-depth coverage of Europe's shifting political and economic landscape. Thank you for watching.